So with this class, we have 5 blocks of work. The first block will be strength today. Second block will be cardio. Third block will be the combination of the two. Fourth block will come back to strength, and then fifth block will finish with cardio. We are using all of the Forza equipment today, so resistance tubing, non-slip mini band, and then lastly, the ankle weights. So if you have those things, great. If you don't, body weight is great. You also will need a mat and maybe a towel for your face. Holly just joined us. Hi. So Holly, inside of the chat is everything you need. I'm going to type it in. If it's not there, just let me know. Then we're going to get started. So we're going to start with our warm up. Go ahead, and we're not going to start our playlist quite yet. Walk over to your space. I'm having issues myself with some technical things. So hold your horses. You'll walk over your space and just take up a lot of room. So arms will reach up and overhead. Maybe I wiggle my fingers. Maybe I lift a foot. Maybe I lift the other foot. I am wearing shoes. You don't have to wear shoes, but if you are wearing the tubing, using the tubing, you may want shoes. Inhale the arms upward. Reach the arms up and back behind the torso. And exhale, hands come behind the ears. Inhale, elbows come in to touch. Exhale, fly the arms open. Reach the arms back down to the sides. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms open. I'm turning to the sides just so you can see that my arms are reaching back behind me. Inhale the hands behind the ears. And exhale, draw the elbows in. Open out 1 more time just for good measure. Inhale, reach up. Abs in tight. Exhale, squeeze back. Inhale, hands behind the ears and pull. And exhale, open up, shake it all off. We're going to start our playlist and get going on the warm-up. So go ahead and hit play in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Once you do that, come back to your space. We're going to warm up. This warm-up's about 3.5 minutes. So just getting our bodies warm before we add any of the equipment. Feet nice and wide apart. We start with a squat, overhead reach squat, and reach up. Nice and slow. Squat down. And exhale, open up the chest. Drop it down. And exhale, open. 1 more time. Drop it down. And exhale, open. Good. Hands on the hips and twist. Good. On the twist, I'm pivoting off the heel. It's awesome because I have these black shoes, but I've got a white strip, so you should be able to see those twists happening onto the toes. Good. Now we sweep the arm across. Rachel, if this is too quick for the shoulder, feel free to slow it down. Nice. Shoulders stay packed. Reach and pivot. Last 4, 3, 2, half jacks. Open and switch. So we're starting with this low impact cardio to take care of our joints. Then we'll start to add a little impact. 3, 2, 1, full jacks if you're feeling it. If not, all good. You can always stay at that low impact. Good. 4 more right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor. Step it back to plank. Step it in and rise. Hands to the floor. Step it back to plank and rise. Good. 2 more. Hands to the floor. Step it back. Step it in. Rise. 1 more time. Hands to the floor. Step it in. Rise. Step the feet together. We're going to take it back for a transverse lunge. Right leg remains straight. Left knee bends. Pull back through center. Switch your sides. Inhale. Exhale. So 1 set of toes points forward. The other point towards the corners. Nice. Don't worry about the arms. Just let them support you. Nice. Back stays flat. Press in through the toes of the front foot. We'll go 1 more both sides. Nice. Other side. Good. Feet start together again. I cross in front, center, behind, center. Front, center, behind, center. Front and behind. Front and behind. 2 more, front and behind. So you're creating like a little semicircle across the hip of the left, return and switch. Front, center, behind, center, front. So we've got about 30 seconds left on our warm up here. You got 2 more. Nice. 1 more time front, 1 more time back. Awesome. From here, come back down to your plank position. Once you're in plank, shift your weight forward, shift your weight back. Really notice what's going on in the hands. Pull the abdominals in, squeeze the seat. Good, you got 2 more. Last one, mountain climb. Last 20 seconds. Think about drawing those knees in. So my hands are directly under my shoulders, knees come in. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Wring out the wrists. So team, in a few moments, we're gonna get started. The first thing you need today, ankle weights and tubing with handles. So we have time, let's put that ankle weight set on. If you're not wearing ankle weights, all good. You can do everything body weight. Tubing with handles, or you could use light dumbbells. It's totally up to your body. Again, you could do this all body weight. So grab your tubing, just have it nearby. The first thing we're doing today is that transverse lunge. Are we ready? Say yes. 3, 2, and 1. Step it back, center. Step it back and center. Now, if you're really feeling yourself, I'll show this to the side. As I step it back, I'm going to curl the toes up, center back through. Step it back, center. So working less in speed, more in strength. So we're trying to stretch our hamstrings and our groin. And obviously with ankle weights on, you start to feel the legs having to work a little harder. Now, in a moment, you'll just need the tubing. You can leave the ankle weights on. It's too much to take them on and off. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your band, place it underneath that left foot. So left foot in front, I'll show this to you from the side. Find a lunge position, elbows in the scarecrow position, pull, pull. Your upper body, showing this to you again from the side, is slightly pitched forward. You're leading with the elbows in an upright row. So Mandee, what if I don't have a band? Weights are great. Pull, pull. Now good news is before we do side 2, we'll switch it up. Otherwise it's just a lot on the shoulders. Good. 4, 3, 2. Good. Take the band, place it in your hands, feet wide apart. Bring it into a little sumo. Open, cross, open and cross. So notice, left arm up, right arm back, right arm up, left arm back. My elbows are soft. Try to get low in that sumo. So you're holding that sumo squat. Toes are turned out. Weight in the heels. I don't know about you, but my shoulders are already starting to feel the work. Showing this to you from the side again. My knees are turned open. My shoulders, I work that mid-back, back side of the shoulder head. Now, last time I had the tubing underneath my left, so this time it's underneath my right foot. Good, find that right positioning, lunge, and pull. So again, the more I'm deeply in the lunge, the more tubing I have to work with. So if I'm upright more, this is actually harder to do. The positioning is not as hard, but the resistance tubing is extended out wider, so it's harder to pull. Try to get those arms, elbows leading. Notice if you're shrugging your shoulders. So from the side, if I'm doing this, try to keep those shoulders plugged in. 3, 2, and time. Good, okay. So that's set 1. You're gonna do it again. Nothing's changing. I think that it's hard enough. If we remember, we're gonna start with that band underneath the right foot the second time. But if we don't remember, it's not It's not life or death, so it's all good. So right now, you have about 15 seconds till you get started. If you need a sip of water, grab it. Otherwise, we're gonna start without the band. Feet start together, and I'm gonna add the arms in. So I'm gonna open up on that right side, and then open up on the left side. So from the front, from the side rather, I open up, I open up. So no weight here. I think this is plenty of work in the shoulders, especially after using the band. It's a nice little conditioning stretch. Sink it back, lift the toes of the front foot if you feel inclined to do so, but just notice if you're locking the front knee. We don't want to lock that joint out. Nice, 5, 3, give me one more rep, and time. Good, so if you remember, that band is going to go underneath your right toes first. Make sure that your toes are down. Otherwise, it's going to snap up at you. So maybe I lean forward a little more. So maybe my range of motion isn't as large, but I keep it upright. That makes it harder, right? So I'm in more of a staggered stance than a lunge position if I want more arm. If I need less arm, I pitch forward, and I have a little less band to have to negotiate with. Use the abdominals to pull that weight back. Mandee, what if I'm just using dumbbells? Great, same concepts. 2 and 1. Good, remove it, grab it right in the center, choke in on it, bring it into that sumo. Open up right arm overhead, left arm overhead. So from the side, just so you can see what's going on, my back is flat. I'm pulling the band across my sternum. Use that exhale. Keep the elbows soft. Eyes forward, right? Posture matters. In fact, consider it the building blocks of the move, right? So if I'm looking down and my back is rounding, this isn't going to feel super great. Good, 9 more seconds. Can you get a little lower in the legs? 3, 2, and 1. Place the middle of the band underneath the left foot. Find your runner's lunge and redo our upright row. Pull. Exhale, pull. So my knee in that left leg is directly over the ankle of the left leg. Whether I'm upright or not, I still have that front load. Get those elbows up and back. Keep that space between the earlobe and the shoulder. You're almost there. Last 10 seconds of the block. Good, give me 2 more reps. 1 more rep, and that is time. That's your 1 minute to recover. So sip of water if you need it. Otherwise, ankle weights stay on, and we move into our cardio block. All you need are the ankle weights. If you don't have ankle weights, it's all good. You can do a body weight, because this is the cardio section. You don't need to have them on. So 38 seconds till we get started. This will look familiar to you because we did it a little bit in the warm-up. We're gonna go for the front curtsy, back curtsy, leg sweep, rinse, repeat. Then we'll do the other side. So we're just gonna stay on one side for the 45, and then the other side for the second 45, okay? All right, so take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, feet start together. I'm gonna start with my right leg moving, left leg stationary. Hands can be anywhere. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Front curtsy, back curtsy, leg sweep, return. Front, I tap my toe in the center if I need it. If I don't need it, I can take that tap out. Front, back, lift, return. Front, back, lift, return. Front. I do step off my left heel as I lift, right? So if I come forward, I'm off that back heel. I return the heel, I rise. Front, whoop, lost my balance, right? It's partially balanced. It's a little heart rate. You got 8 more seconds on this side. Looking good, Michelle. Nice Keiko. Good, Rachel. Yes, Holly. 3, 2, and switch your feet. I'll show this to you from the side. Front, center, back, lift, return. Front, maybe I take the center out, back, lift and return. Front, back, so it's a little semicircle activity. Notice what's going on in my torso. I'm not letting it wobble around too much as I move my legs. I maybe use my arms for that counterbalance activity. Looking awesome. Nice. Woo! Nice, we've got back kicks next. 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet together, knees are bent. Kick right, kick left. I'm pitching forward. You could stand up tall between them, or you could stay in the hinge and kick. So instead of looking at the camera, right, because it's hurting my neck, I'm gonna maybe turn myself a little to the side, so I just have to turn my head. The faster, the harder this gets. Push through that glute, right? So as I extend that floating foot, kick, press into that gluteal. Man, it's a lot harder to do this with those 5-pound ankle weights. Good. 8 more seconds left. Remember, there's 4 activities. This is activity 3. We got one more thing to do. 3, 2, we jog. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. Mandee, I'm not doing impact. March high, march wide. March high, march wide. I tend to lead with my left. If that's you, great. Remember that in set 2. We'll try to lead with that opposite side. In, out, out. 15 seconds. Just, if you can, just try to breathe through it. You're done in 4 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Breathe. Just stand there and breathe. And it's all good. So we're gonna do all of that again. Again, one more time. We keep the ankle weights on for our block 3. Why? Because we do blocks 1 and 2 together. All right, we start from the top. I'm gonna move my left leg first. Right leg stays stationary. Here we go. Front curtsy, back curtsy, leg sweep, return. Front curtsy, back curtsy, leg sweep, return. Front, back, sweep, return. Front, big semicircle. Like you're an ice skater, right? So you're trying to focus on gracefulness. The semicircle could be larger, right? So as I move from front, maybe I open up that leg wider to come into that back curtsy. But I don't want to compromise the torso. So just think about how you're standing up in the upper body. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch the leg. Now, balancing on the left. Front foot, back, sweep, return. Front. Do I have to return every time? No, I could just go right into the sweep and go right forward again. But for me, I am struggling with this, right? My hips are starting to go, what is happening? So work smart, not hard. Work smart. Push where you can. Pull back where you need to. Good. Because we have plenty of work time left. 9 seconds. So from the side again. 3, 2, and 1. We find our back kicks. Hinge at the waist. Kick, switch. If I wanted to make this harder, place the hands behind the head. Stay in the hinge position. Kick through the heel of the foot. So you're flexing. You're pushing the heel back. Toes aim towards the ground. How high can you lift that heel of the extended leg? Use your seat group, right? Glutes. Your lower back is engaging. Your abdominals are engaging. Of course, your hamstrings are also a part of this show. All right, 2 and 1, stand it up. I'm gonna try to leave it that right, but we'll see how it goes. High knee, out, knee in. Name of the game is just picking up the feet. Listen, you get a minute recovery in 30 seconds time. Can you turn up the volume? Just a hair more. You got it. Listen, together as a team, 19 seconds. Right? My brain's like always starting with that left. It's just the way it is today. It's all good. 8 seconds. Don't give up. Come on, come with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's it. Keep your ankle weights on. Sip of water. I left my water in the kitchen. So, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Sip of water if you didn't grab it. About 35 seconds to go. So far, so good. Now, here's what's up. We go back to the top. You need your band. Put it to the side. Just a reminder where we're headed. We do those lunges. We open up the arms. Then we grab the band, upright rows. Right? Then another exercise that I seem to have forgotten. Oh yeah, pull aparts. And then we finish with the upright row on the opposite foot. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Can I get my fingertips to touch the inside of my big toe? Step it back. It's like you're bowing. Low curtsy bow. Step that foot back. Open up the chest. Maybe even look towards that back hand. If that makes you dizzy, don't do that. That made me super dizzy. Focus on the cardio element of it, but we're still getting that strength work. Yeah, so it can be quick, but it has to be controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2. Grab your band. Place it underneath either foot. I'm going to start with my left foot. Good. Find your lunge position. Here we go. Pull. There can absolutely be slack at the base of the rep, and then you pull with resistance, power, and exhale. Maybe I lean forward more. That's going to give me more slack. Pull again. And then again, if you want to make it harder on the resistance element, stand up more upright. Pull. After all, it is an upright row. Just so you can see it from the front again. Shoulders stay packed. Plugged in. Back heel off the floor. You got time for one more. Good. Take the band in both hands. Good. Feet nice and wide apart. Sumo. Pull apart and switch. Don't hit yourself in the face with the handles. Know where they're at. Hey, thanks for coming. We're doing this. Anybody sweating yet? Just a little bit? I'm super sweaty. So between our sets, if you need to towel off so you don't feel like you're slipping, you can always do that too. I haven't cued it, but that doesn't mean you don't need to do it. Pull that band apart, get low. Wiggle your toes, 9 seconds. Elbows stay soft. 4, 2, place the band underneath the other foot. For me, that's going to be my right foot. Find your lunge off the back heel, maybe upright, maybe more leaned forward, totally your call. Find that evenness in the split of the band. You got it. Less is more. This is strength. We're not trying to pull as fast as we can. We're trying to be creating more time under tension. How long does it take you to drive up? Can you hold it at the top? How long does it take you to descend towards the floor? Got 9 more seconds here. This is 9. Finishing out your block, we go into our cardio section after 30 seconds rest. 3, 2, and time. Awesome. You do not need your band. Just place it off to the side. In fact, you no longer need the tubing for the rest of the workout. So what you will need In blocks 4 and 5 is this mini band or a mini band of some sort. Doesn't have to be the Forza band. Okay, sip of water. We start with our front to back leg sweep. I'm gonna move on my left side first. Maybe the hands behind the head or not. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Curtsy, sweep it back, lift. Curtsy, sweep it back. So with the hands above the heart, that naturally elevates the heart rate. So if this is too much, hands on the hips or hands out for balance. There's options. You don't have to stick to the same thing that you've chosen at the top. You do what you need to do in the moment that serves you best. Careful you're not locking up the knee of the standing foot on the sweep. Just a nice little micro bend will do you some serious good. 3, 2, finish it and switch it. Front, sweep behind you, lift it, return. Hands behind the head is an option. Right? I notice an immediate difference in my abdominal engagement, in my heart rate raising. This is cardio, but I feel a lot of strength. Okay, you're a little over the halfway marker. Next up, back kicks in the hinge. Then we finish. Gotta catch my own breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your hinge. We finish with that narrow and wide jog. So again, if I wanted to make this harder, maybe I'd reach the arms forward this time. Right? Because what? The arms are still above the heart. They're just in a parallel position. Careful the shoulders aren't eating the earlobes. I notice that whenever I do something like this overhead, I tend to shrug. So hands on the hips could be a really great way to keep those shoulders plugged in. Kick through the heel. Kick through the heel. We're not done with this cardio block. You got 12 more seconds. Yes, Keiko. Good, Michelle. Yes, Holly. Everybody's back looks awesome. Awesome, Rachel. Push. We're going to move into that high knee, wide narrow. Let's go. 45 seconds. How high can you pick up the knees? Modified version. Pick up the knee, drive wide. Pick up the knee, drive wide. I actually find the low impact version harder because I'm able to get a higher range of motion with the knee. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it out. Oh, let's finish it out. 15 seconds. Chest up. You can do this. Eyes up. Let's go. 3, 2, done. Now, you get your minute. Now, another thing. In block 4, ankle weights are optional. It's the last block we use them. Block 4, you'll need a mat, and you'll need a mini band. Okay, so if being on your hands doesn't work, I have plenty of other things you can do. Make sure you take care of yourself. So right now, we've got about 25 seconds till we go. I'm gonna push this down just a little bit because we're starting on the floor. So you're gonna start at the left-hand edge of your mat. Put your band on above your knees. Don't worry, you got plenty of time. If you're just getting to the floor, that's okay. Band is optional, ankle weights are optional. We have strength next, right? So hands behind you, 1 dip. You're gonna travel across your mat and then 1 dip, okay? Come with me now, 45 seconds. Travel across, all the way, dip, travel, travel, hips stay low, dip. I'll show this to you from the side. So if I start on that left-hand side, fingertips face my hips, I walk it. I do another dip. I walk it again. Yep. Mandee, what if I'm not going very quickly? Good, this is strength. We're not worried about how many. If it bothers you to be on your hands, You can always do this on the forearms. Just do the hip rise. Forget that rest of that stuff. You're done in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next activity. Come on down to your seat and your back. Hip bridges. We're going to take the left leg up, do 2, then right leg up, do 2. Good, left leg up, 2. Right leg up, do 2 again. So it's a double bridge. You're never dropping your hips to the ground. Push, push again, switch, push, push again. You're done in 7, 6, 5 seconds. Give me one more on the right. 3, 2, and 1. Good. From this position, you're going to find yourself on your seat, hands on the floor. Turn to the right. Bend your knees. Lift, rainbow, lift again, bend the knees. That was not a beautiful one. That's okay. Extend the legs. Lean it. Woo, I lost my balance. Come back up. Turns out with ankle weights on, this is extremely difficult. You're done in 8, 7, woo, 6. This is very hard. Keep your knees bent if you're struggling like me. 3, 2, 1. Switch the sides. So now, legs are aimed towards the left, hands are behind you. Lift the knees, turn. So I'm going to forget that extension of the leg because my body's like, whoa, girl, too much. But remember, the original exercise, extend those legs, maybe bend the knees here. Extend and bend. Hello, quads, right? I feel a lot of work in the front of my thigh. Legs move together as a team like a mermaid tail. Nice. Watch that the shoulders aren't dropping into the ears. You can do it for 9 more seconds. This is it. 8. Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, so if you're like me and you're just like, that is impossible, keep your knees bent, right? We're going to do that same set again. If the weights are too much, drop them off. If the band is too much, drop that off. We're going to start on the right-hand side of the mat. 1 dip, a lateral crab. Fingertips point forward. We go in 3, 2, and 1. 1 dip. We crab walk laterally to the left. 1 dip. You could always take breaks. Say you get all the way across and you're like, I need to take a moment. Then I come back up, I do my dip. Or I skip the dip. Or I pretend I have a weight. I come down, I do a couple chops. I return to the hands, I walk it over. So there's always an option if being on your hands is just not in the card. Maybe I do 2 dips if I'm looking for more of that arm strength. In other words, there's no wrong answer. Just keep moving. You're there. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to your backside. Right leg lifts. 2, 1. Switch in the air. Lift. 2, 1. Maybe flex through the foot this time. 2, 1. Press down through those palms a lot. Lift again. 2, 1. Return. I feel quads. I think they're mad at me from the last set. Good. Head nice and long. 2 and 1. You've got 15 seconds. I know it seems like we should be done with it already, but I'm looking at my timer. We're not. 2 and 1. Good. Stay long through the backside. 2 and 1. You're done with it. Awesome. Okay, we start on the left-hand side. Hands are down. Maybe you come down to the forearms. Pick up the knees. Lean them over to that right angle. Extend the legs. Take a rest. Lift. Lean. Center, extend. So I'm showing you the best modification my body can complete this in. I lift. I twist. I come through center. I extend. I rest. I lift. Push across my torso. Center, extend, and return. Other side in 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. So my hands are starting to bother me. I came down to my forearms, things are a lot better. Here we go. Lift, extend, or maybe twist without the extension. Extend and then return. Breathe, lift, twist, center, extend, return. Holy cannoli, these 5-pound ankle weights. Lift, twist, center, extend as an option. Longer lever, harder work. You're almost there. Pull the chest through, lift, twist it, return it, kick it. You got time for one more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, that's the end. Okay, well, it's the end of the set. We still have another block, okay? So right now you're in your minute rest, and I have awesome news. In your final block of work, all you need, mat and mini band. So you can take those ankle weights off, unless you're a glutton for punishment and you want to keep them on. Remember, this is your cardio block. So we're going to be moving, i.e., we have half jacks, single leg thrusters, squat jumps with fan arms, semicircle mountain climbers. We have a lot going on. So I am not wearing that mini band or that ankle weight set. It's not happening. Sip of water. If your mini band has moved on you, these are non-slip, so I don't have to worry about mine, but my knees are right here. The mini band is above the knees, all right? Are we ready? Because it's been a minute, I can't believe it, but it's true. 2 half jacks, single leg thruster. We start in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2. So notice how this foot's down. I step or jump my foot back. I'm gonna have to jump it. Jump it in and switch. 1, 2. Set this foot down. Jump it. Bring it in. 1, 2. Return it. If I'm not jumping, half jack, half jack. Feet are together. Step it back. Step it in. Rise it up. Half jacks. Step it back. Step it in. Otherwise, the single leg thruster. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the hips. Tick-tock the legs. Pretty straightforward. If you're not jumping, step it out, switch it. You're breathing. I caught myself talking too much, which makes it very difficult to breathe. Hands could be out, working those arms. You could pull them up and out. Options, right? 15 seconds. Push those legs. 8. Squat jump with fan arms. 2, 1. Bring your feet about shoulder width apart. Drop into the hips. Jump and land. Sweep to the right. Sweep to the left. Sweep to the left. Sweep to the right. Sweep to the right. The left. Doesn't matter. If you go 2 times in the same direction, that's okay. Pivot off that back foot. Looks like the warm-up, right? Without the jump. Twist it. Get low on those legs. You got it. Last thing on the gamut. Find your plank. Mountain climb. We start to move it to the side. Semicircle over to the right. Come through center. Semicircle over to the left. Mandee, could I run it? Yeah, you could. So if you're like, this is too easy, you're gonna jump and run. To the right, back through center, and to the left. If your shoe's untied like mine, just make sure you tie it. I don't need to trip over my own shoelaces for this workout. 15 seconds left. Modification, just hold your plank, bring those knees in. That's a choice, okay? The choice I don't want you to make is to just rest. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, now you really do get that rest. See? So, you've got One more round of the last block. We start standing. 2 half jacks could become 2 regular jacks with a single thruster or a double leg thruster. Jump or step the legs. Second piece, tick-tocks with arms. Third piece, squat jump with fan arms. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2 jacks, single leg thruster. 2 jacks, single leg thruster. It's like hopscotch for adults. Hands down, jump it back, jump it in. 2 jacks. Hands down, jump it back, jump it. It requires an immense amount of core strength. Well, listen, it's the last time you're doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tick-tocks. Arms out. Here we go. What would Britney Spears do? Turning from the side. Upper body. Push those legs. Half there. Back to the front. You're doing it. Finish line here. 15 seconds. We've got one more thing left to do. That's a lie. 2 more things. I know I'm starting my squat jump. 4, 3, 2. 1 squat jump. Fly the arms to the left. Fly to the right. 1 squat jump. Fly to the right. To the left. 1 squat jump. Mandee, I'm not jumping. Pivot, reach. Pivot, reach. Drop down, push the knees. Rise. Pivot. Pivot, drop down, push, rise, pivot. Or it could be a squat jump, or it could be a calf raise. Drop the heels, reach it left and right. 10 more seconds. You've got one thing left to do. It's that semicircle home in plank. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Here we go. Start to travel it over to one side. How far to the semicircle can you go? Work those obliques. Side crunch, right? That's pretty much what it is. Then you take a rest in the middle. Catch your breath. I'm noticing I need it. And then I pull it in. I go to the left. Stack those shoulders. Maybe I rest in the middle again. So what? I'm here and I'm doing the work, yeah? Yes. Team, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You made it. Wring out the wrists. All right. Let's see here. We started late. We ended a little bit late. That's okay. Take your band off. If you have ankle weights on, take those off. Come over to your playlist. Hit the last track. It is called New Life, and it's by my husband. So if you don't listen to it, it's okay. Listen to whatever you want. We're gonna stretch it out. I don't know about you, but my quads are on fire. So balancing through that left foot, bring the right knee in, hug the knees in, abs in super tight. Take the left arm up, lift through the chest, drop the shoulder down. Then take the left hand behind the ear. As you kick back, reach that elbow forward. Whew. So showing this to you a little bit from the side if I can. My elbow is, I can't. My elbow is coming towards the midline. I have to look at myself in the mirror. Back there, center. Good, cross the ankle over the other leg. So I've got both heels on the floor, right hand to the side body, left arm opens up through that left side case. Rib cage. Come back through center, let's switch sides. Balancing on my right, pull the left knee in, right arm reaches up. Hug the knees together, squeeze the seat muscles together. Then tilt forward, hand behind the ear. Uh-oh, can she do it on this side? Maybe. Bring that elbow in, kick that foot back. Breathe. Find a steady focal point, it'll help. Rise up, cross the ankle over the other. So both heels are down, left hand is down, Right arm, side bends. Look back. Maybe look towards the tricep of the right. Back through center. Good, hands on the knees. I'm gonna flex my back, so I'm opening up the chest, round the spine, tuck everything in. Do it 2 more times. Inhale to open, spinal flexion, or excuse me, extension, and then spinal flexion. Good, and then from here, rise to stand. Clasp the hands behind the back, open the chest cavity. Drop the chin to the chest. Walk the ear over to the right, back through center. Over to the left. We have 1 more stretch and we'll call it a day. Give yourself a little hug. If this feels good and you want to connect palm to palm, you could. Try to lift those elbows away from the rib cage and then fold forward. Good. Aim your fingertips towards the ground, maybe sway side to side. Nice little hamstring stretch, pretty passive. Bend the knees a little bit. Nod the head from side to side, release the arms and roll to stand. Of course, we have to do the other side. Opposite arm on top. Connect fist to fist. Lift the elbows, soften the knees and fold. This is it. This is the last stretch. We'll call it a day after this. Shake the head out, no, no, no. And slowly release the arms. Roll like a rag doll to rise and stand. Roll those shoulders back. Put your hands together, a little golf clap. Thank you so much for coming. All that equipment I used today is by Forza, a woman-owned company here in the United States. I have a gift code, which is Mandee 10, which is good through the end of this week. April 30th is the expiration. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have an awesome Monday. Hop off if you want to talk to me. Otherwise, I'll see you later.